everybody else on YouTube is talking about getting their garden started, growing stuff inside to get plants going. And I just got about 5 more inches of snow. So I do not believe I'll be starting any plants soon. My garden's still 3 to 4 months away from even getting started. Everything is covered in snow. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper. So I won't be starting my freedom garden for about 4 more months. See if my calculations is right. It's the beginning of February right now, about the middle of February. So March, April, May, 3 more months, and I'll be able to start my garden. But all of this white stuff has to go away first. And it has to quit coming down. So you probably can't see this very well. But that pile of snow is taller than I am. I don't know if you can tell from there. And then the other side of the road, that's taller than me. So Saturday I had about 5 inches. Sunday about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Monday 3 inches. Today we had another 2 inches. But the problem is around noon it started to mist. And so it put an ice layer on top of all the snow. And it made the snow really heavy. Holy cow, heavy. This is Keone's favorite spot. And right there, that's about up to my chin. And as we go farther this way, that's over my head. And then this pile is right about up to my chest. And it drops off right about here. It drops off another 2 feet down, just pretty much a pretty good clip right down. So that's a little bit deceiving. We just keep getting pounded. And they're saying that tonight, possibly 4 to 7 inches of snow. So I wanted to get this done because if we get more snow on top of that crust of ice, that would be really tough to shovel. Because it's not all the way down to the ground. It was about 1.5 inches worth of snow with a thin layer of ice on top. You put more snow on top of that, and that would be miserable to shovel. Plus all the weight from all of the moisture in the snow. Because this stuff was really wet today. I'd rather shovel 6 inches of powder than to shovel 1.5 inches to 2 inches of this wet stuff. It sticks to the shovel. Every time you get to the end and try to throw it, you have to pound your shovel on the ground to get it to break off. It's kind of miserable stuff when it's wet. But I have one more driveway to go do, so I'm going to go get her done. So I'm over at the other driveway. Now, and I got it done. It's about 10 minutes to 6. Keone's going to love those piles to play in when we go on a walk. But we got this done. It's still daylight out, 6 o'clock, so that's a nice change. I didn't have to have a headlamp on. But even over here, I'll show you the piles. I usually don't like to throw snow on the side here. That's about 3 foot tall, maybe, yeah, 3 foot, easy. That peak is up over my head, all the way around. Now we're just having to move out into the driveway a little bit. And usually this is piled up so tall that you can't even, it's like 8-9 foot tall usually. But the difference this year is we chose not to plow this section of the driveway. It just got overwhelming, too much now in there, and we don't use that section of the driveway anyway in the winter time, so we just decided to leave it. I will be paying the price in the spring when it starts to melt, because all of that will run right down the driveway, right down this direction, and right down that direction, and right down that way on the driveway. I'm going to end up with a huge mud puddle at the bottom of that driveway. And it will make that impassable until it dries out, because it just becomes a huge mud hole and you get stuck in it. So yeah, once it starts getting to be muddy, I'll just tell Marissa she can't use the driveway till we get it fixed, till it dries out. And I've dumped gravel down in there. It just doesn't do any good. It just fills in with silt over the top of it and makes a mud hole. The gravel just gets packed down through. So yep. And it doesn't take very long. It dries out in about, it takes about a week for it to dry out, so it's not a huge deal. It's not like it's half the summer or something. And the only way to fix that would be to change the driveway so it's more of a diagonal and the water doesn't run down it so much. But that means cutting a whole bunch of trees, and I don't want to do that because I like that buffer from the road up to the property. I don't want to have more trees cut down. I want that hedge or that buffer right there. But that is that for tonight. I do have a few ideas for videos, but it's a weekend deal, so it'll be a little bit different from what's been going on, because I keep doing the same videos over: shoveling snow, sawmill. I did the lead. That was a little bit different from what I usually do. Ran the dehydrator last night, so that's got that going. So hopefully I can put a little bit of variety in this show today, and you guys all won't get too bored with what I'm doing. Yeah. I got this at a garage sale. They gave it to me. They were just getting rid of it. And I want to put that in my garden area at some point. I'd like to make Kara a flower bed and put that on each end, put these on each end of the flower bed, and I think that would be cool. Just a little toddler bed that they were getting rid of. Gardening. I shouldn't be teasing myself with gardening right now, because that just makes me want to do it even more. In fact, today at work, I picked up some Yukon Gold potatoes that were starting to sprout, and I'm gonna throw those in a paper sack and just let them keep sprouting until I can throw them in the ground. So I've started my seed potato collection for this year. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so this evening, cleaning out the fridge and a bunch of stuff that I got discounted from the store. Let's see, some tomatoes. They're on the left-hand side. And some of the mini peppers, the mini sweet peppers. And get a close-up of this. So some of these tomatoes, they were on the vine tomatoes, and they actually have, the seeds are actually growing inside of them. So that's pretty cool. I've seen it before and stuff, and I have an idea. I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing with those. So then I have a bunch of green onions. They're loaded up in the dehydrator. Another shelf of green onions. I'm not going to pull them all the way out because I really don't want to dump them and lose them. A bunch more of the mini sweet peppers. And then I have 2 racks of white mushrooms from just the average mushroom that you buy at the grocery store. And get those dehydrated. Make sure they're all in. Get them to start. And I'm just going to throw it on for 24 hours. And it's a little bit high for the temperature. Switch, oops. That's about where I like to do it. I might just throw it at there. Help get them dehydrated. One of the other things I wanted to show you, what I'm doing is, so the mini sweet peppers, I haven't ever saved the seeds from them. I want to save the seeds and try to grow them. I have lots of bell peppers that I've saved the seeds from, but not the mini sweets. And then, like I said earlier, let me get this opened up really quick so you can see where the seeds are actually growing in there. And I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but I have a paper towel underneath, and what I'm going to do is cover up one of them to see if that helps, or if you have this one uncovered, because this is kind of an experiment for me. Have the other one uncovered and see. I'm kind of thinking that it should be covered up, but I just wanted to check and see. So if they'll grow better without cover or with cover. And then I don't have any dirt to plant these in right now, so that would be the third thing I would like to have checked, is if I just put it in dirt, if they would just grow better that way. But right now at home, my dirt is all covered with snow. Like I've said, I've seen these before. I usually just pick those seeds out and then I use the tomatoes anyway, but this one I want to check and see. I have watched other people's videos where they just put these in the ground and this is how they plant their tomatoes. Got my dehydrator going. A few seeds saved. Hopefully I can grow those. And hopefully I can grow some tomato plants and I don't have to buy any tomato plants at the nursery. That would be really cool, because I really like these tomatoes anyway. So if they'll grow, I'll definitely use those in my garden. Thank you for watching this episode of Not So Remote Alaska. May God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I'm out.